About to say my remarks seem to have disappeared. Thank God they're here. Thank you, Dr. Fargo, for those very kind words. I very much appreciate it. Since becoming Open Communities Executive Director just about 1 month ago, I've been surrounded by a generosity of spirit, an attitude of welcome that shows me that Open Communities very well deserves its name. From board members, from committee members, from Gail, who has been extraordinarily helpful in helping me transition into this role. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. And from our various supporters and partners, such as all of you here in this room, I have felt truly welcome. Thank you very much. I am particularly grateful for the patience, goodwill, and encouragement shown to me by the people with whom I now stand shoulder to shoulder every single day. The people with whom I am proud to call my colleagues, the members of the Open Communities staff. Let me name them for you. Netta Brisport, Nancy Burton, Terry Cutler, Alicia de la Cruz, Anna Dominoff, Kyla Jones, Oliver Jury, Laura Kochevar, Gabrielle Machabansky, Liliana Salcido, Brendan Saunders, Jess Scheinflug, and Michael Stumpf. I have been doing justice work in both the nonprofit and corporate realms for nearly 30 years now. Rarely have I found such a passionate and committed group of individuals, of professionals, gathered together under the same roof. They are a blend of ages, experiences, backgrounds, perspectives, and talents. And they give me great hope that together we are going to bring a vision of welcome even closer to being a reality for all people living and working in these northern suburban communities. This very much links to what I believe. I have only just begun to forge relationships with the many people and groups in our communities who make decisions and who are affected by those decisions. But my firm conviction is that vision belongs to all of us and is the responsibility of each of us. If we are going to find the common ground and forge the bonds that will transform our neighborhoods, villages, and cities into places of mutual respect and meaningful inclusion, we must collaborate. We must be respectful of all perspectives, we must honor history, and we must bring all stakeholders together to shape a collective vision, one that is both powerful and practical. To speak about powerful visions, I believe that Open Communities' powerful vision, the vision of communities that are welcoming for all, is not merely preferable, it is an absolute necessity. We are living in a time when the forces that would institutionalize fear and suspicion must be countered by forces that institutionalize acceptance and inclusion. I believe, and I hope you share my belief, that Open Communities is such a force. We join our force to the forces represented by all of you here in this room to together counter the bitter divisiveness that presently characterizes our national dialogue. We do this so that such divisiveness does not come to shape the local laws and ordinances by which we live. If we stand strong together, we can not only stand against the tide of divisiveness, we can reverse it. In speaking of practical visions, I am speaking of the capacity to translate passion into action that sparks real and sustainable change. For Open Communities, this practice of practical visioning must be both a collective process and one that begins by listening. Listening to one another, listening to the wisdom of like-minded organizations, and listening to the many people and perspectives that make up the communities that we serve. I propose that listening is a fundamental leadership practice for me and for every member of the Open Communities Board and staff. I propose that listening will be the critical first stage of the strategic planning process that Open Communities will soon launch. A process that hopefully will help us become the most effective organization that we can be. And I propose that listening will help make all of us the most effective emissaries possible of Open Communities' guiding belief. The belief that our communities thrive when they open the door and welcome to everyone, regardless of race or ethnicity, color, immigrant status, physical challenge, familial status, or relative income level. I am excited to begin this journey with you. I am humbled, truly humbled, to be among you. As Dr. Fargo mentioned, I grew up in multicultural neighborhoods in Chicago among hard-working people. I saw wonderful examples of community members taking care of each other. I also saw and experienced institutional racism. My experiences led me to draw two fundamental conclusions that have shaped my adult life and my career. Number one, most people are good and decent. Number two, good and decent people must be vigilant if justice is to shape and characterize the written and unwritten rules and practices by which we live. Thank you again for coming tonight. I hope to have the chance to get to know each of you and every one of you in the days and weeks to come. And I very much look forward to all of us coming together for the powerful and practical work that we have ahead.